Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Roth. I'm an Italian Style team member and FRAMESI brand ambassador. I'm going to be showing you how to create a high contrast look using a block coloring technique. For this look, we're going to be using DECOLOR B Diamond Lightener, FRAMESI Professional Activator 40 Volume, and Pro Force Bonder 101. Once your lightener is completely mixed together, we're going to add 4 pumps of the Pro Force Bonder. Mix that in. You're going to get a really nice consistency. One of the things I love about this product is that it will not slow down your lightener. It just helps to reinforce that hair and keep it nice and strong and healthy during your lightening process. The sectioning for this look is very simple. All we're going to do is go from the interior eyebrow arch to the frontal fringe flat and down to the middle of the top of the ear. This is going to be your block. I've secured all the non-working hair back and away from the front of the face, so we have a nice clean area for our lightening section. I'm starting in the fringe section. I like to take smaller weaves right around the front of a mannequin's hairline because when you try to slice, you always miss that very, very front. And this just actually gets you a little bit closer so that block is nice and strong. Saturation inside these foils is key for optimal lift and also for even color distribution. Up here. DECOLOR B Diamond contains diamond powder that enhances the hair's radiance and delicately smooths and polishes its surface, leaving the hair more compact. As a result, hair reflects light in a perfect way for lasting sparkle and shine. So the first section I'm going to take is a slice, but like I was saying before, these hairlines on the mannequins kind of jump around. So what I like to do is slice as much of it off as I can, and then I'll come back through here. See how this is even kind of missing there. We can bring that down. Get this out of the way. And I will start to weave so that I can actually get close to that front a little bit better. Put that away. Stick your board under there. Make sure you get a nice tight grip on it. And paint. Make sure these sections, again, are fully saturated. Put those ends right up in there. And for these, we're going to let this drop down like this. And then you're just going to fold that right up to the front there. Now that she's all finished, we're going to create our block color technique. What you're gonna have now is that 4.00 in 2001 Intense is gonna be all of this hair here from around, and then to the side, this is gonna be that 4.00 root shadow into our blonde toning formula, 10.26 and 9.00. This is why your sectioning and foil placement is so important. Sometimes when you're using that foil board, you really can get a lot closer to the scalp, especially for these more blocked techniques. It really does help to just keep everything separated. All right, first thing I'm mixing is that FRAMCOLOR 2001 Intense 4.00. Since we're doing about 3/4 of this mannequin head and she's got a lot of hair, we are going to use the entire tube. I'm using 15 volume FRAMESI Professional Activator. The mix ratio for FRAMCOLOR 2001 Intense is 1:2. So I used 60 cc's of color. That means 120 cc's of developer. Then we use our fancy little shaker and we get this all mixed up really quick. For this formulation, I'm going to use 15 grams of 9.00 and 40 grams of 10.26. Again with the 15 volume. And remember to mix that 1:2. 1 part color, 2 parts activator. All right, so I'm going to start with the base formula, 4.00. And we're applying this from root to end. On everything except for our blonde section in the front. I've added a barrier cream just around her hairline and her ear. That way none of this brown gets on her face. Also notice that while I'm applying this color, I'm kind of working on some diagonal back sections and pulling it away from the face. This way your guest's skin stays clean, your workspace stays clear, and you can easily work through your sections. Keep a towel nearby to keep your hands clean. Always make sure to use your fingers, work it through. Make sure everything is saturated. Since FRAMCOLOR 2001 Intense is non-progressive, you are able to process your color in half the time or leave it on for a full processing time of 35 to 45 minutes with no change in the outcome. Once this color is finished processing, it is done. It will not get darker, it will not change, it will stay exactly the way it's supposed to. Some cotton to act as a barrier between our base color and our blocked color section. For a little bit of added protection, I also like to use plastic wrap just to keep those sections nice and clean. Next, we are going to give her a bit of a root tap on that blocked color section, and this is just going to connect that front section to where that base color is. Next, we're going to apply the toner through the ends to make sure that that base color does not transfer. This guarantees that those ends stay nice and bright. The difference between a root tap and a root shadow is that we are just going to be softening the base just a small amount, no more usually than about 1/2 inch. With a root shadow, I'm typically blending that base down to about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. I chose a root tap over a root shadow so that I could keep as much brightness as possible in the color blocked section. Be sure to keep your sections clean and try your best to work off the face. After I'm finished applying the root tap, I'm going to go ahead and apply the toner to the rest of the hair and then use a wide tooth comb to blend. This look is really great for someone that wants a more bold placement, but isn't ready to commit to something completely all the way up to the scalp. Now you can use that same sectioning and just take out that root shadow and have it look a little bit bolder at the root area. But what I love about this is that it is so soft and subtle. It really does at the top just blend right into that base color. The root tap technique that we used gives a really nice, soft, blended look, especially at the hairline. You've got lots of dimension, but you didn't lose any of that brightness. It doesn't look straight across. It is nice and blended all the way through. Really quickly, I just want to talk about what I used to blow dry her. The first thing I used was Progressively Strong. This is a really great product to seal those ends. It's also a really great blow-dried leave-in conditioner. Then I used the Color Lover Hair Straightening Serum, followed by the Color Lover Stop Frizz. This is a really great serum. It smells amazing, and it just leaves that hair looking super silky and shiny. The good thing is that all of FRAMESI's products are color safe. The FRAMESI Color Lover line is specifically formulated for color retention. This keeps your hair color lasting 95% longer. Now I'm going to show you how I create Instagram-worthy beach waves. I start on diagonal back sections and take horizontal subsections. A lot of times what I'll do is I will alternate my placement. What I mean by that is that I'll turn the iron forwards for some and then backwards for others. I also like to bring the iron right down on the ends of the hair to just straighten them out a little bit. This keeps it from getting too curly. I always follow the sections with my finger. It just kind of keeps that shape. And always when I'm right in front of the face, I make sure that I am turning the iron back away from the face. Make sure to make that full turn before you start to pull. That way you get a nice, even shape. Remember that the slower you pull, the tighter the curl will become. The faster you pull, the looser the curl will become. When you're styling the hair, the blowout is really important because if your blowout isn't smooth, then these curls, no matter how much you curl them, are still going to be frizzy. I like to curl with a flat iron for that reason, because if there is any flyaways or frizzy sections left in the hair, the flat iron will, at the same time that it curls, it will smooth. Now I'm going to take Stop Frizz. I'm just going to use 2 pumps. Emulsify it in my hands a little bit. I'm going to run that through the bottoms. Then I'm going to take Mist Hairspray Light, spray in a downward motion. This ensures that all of your flyaways stay down. If you go in there with a hairspray and you start flying it all over the place like this, you just push all those hairs back up to the surface. So we've got that Mist Hairspray Light for hold, and we've got that Stop Frizz for the extra shine on the ends. Now we take our comb and comb these bad boys out.